Have you ever stood up and felt your legs tremble? Or been jolted awake by a cramp so sharp it left you gasping for air? You're not alone. Medical studies show that nearly 60% of seniors are missing just one vitamin that quietly drains muscle strength, and many never realize it until it's too late. But here's the truth. Weak legs aren't caused by aging alone. They're your body's early warning. A cry for help, not a sentence. I'm Dr. Robert Peterson, 92 years old, and after more than 60 years of caring for older adults, I've seen this again and again. When you nourish the body right, strength returns. Fast. Take Evelyn, 78. She was afraid to walk down the stairs without holding someone's arm. But just 3 weeks after making small changes, she walked into my office. No cane, no help, just confidence. Today, I'll reveal the top 3 vitamins for leg cramps seniors must know, and how to get them easily at home without expensive pills. But don't wait. Every week of delay can lead to permanent strength loss. So if you care about staying steady and walking without fear, this might be the most important 5 minutes for your legs this year. Part 1. Why your legs feel weaker, and it's not just age. Have you ever said to yourself, I guess this is just what getting older feels like? You try to walk a little each day, you eat regular meals, and yet your legs feel less steady, more tired, maybe even shaky. But what if I told you it's not just age? Grace, one of my patients, thought the same. She's 78, eats normally, tries to stay active, but her legs, they were giving out. She had to cling to her son's arm just to take a few steps. I don't understand, she told me. I still eat. I try to move, but I keep getting weaker. What Grace didn't know, and what most people over 60 don't realize, is that your body slowly stops absorbing the very nutrients that once kept your muscles strong. Even with full meals, your legs might be starving, not because you've done anything wrong, but because your stomach no longer processes vitamins the way it used to. One of the biggest hidden mistakes? Skipping breakfast or eating something light like toast and tea. Your body wakes up needing fuel, especially vitamin B12, which helps your nerves talk to your muscles. Without it, signals slow down. Your legs feel disconnected from your brain. This is not your fault. No one told you that common medications like heartburn pills or water pills can also block vitamin absorption. The result? Weakness, shaky balance, that quiet fear of falling. But here's the good news. Grace didn't give up, and you don't have to either. In the next part, I'll introduce you to what I call the Vital Trio, the 3 essential vitamins that control muscle power, reduce cramps, and restore balance. And I'll show you how to start, step by step. Part 2. The Vital Trio that powers your legs. Now that you know your legs aren't just getting old, but likely undernourished, let me show you the 3 key nutrients I call the Vital Trio. These aren't exotic supplements, they're vitamins your body once absorbed effortlessly. But after age 60, they slip through the cracks, quietly draining your strength. When just one goes missing, muscles weaken, and when all 3 are low, your legs can feel like they no longer belong to you. The first is vitamin B12. I often call it nerve glue. It wraps your nerves in a protective layer, like the plastic around a power cord. Without enough B12, nerve signals from your brain slow down. Your legs may feel shaky, disconnected, or weak, even if you're eating full meals. Grace, the patient I mentioned earlier, hadn't had a proper breakfast in months. She thought it didn't matter, but her body couldn't absorb B12 efficiently anymore. Once we added just 1 boiled egg each morning, something shifted. Her steps became steadier. Her confidence returned. The second member of the trio is vitamin D. Most people think of it for bones, but it's equally essential for muscle control. As we age, our skin loses the ability to convert sunlight into vitamin D. Less time outdoors only makes it worse. When your body runs low, muscles lose their tone and recovery slows. That's why many older adults feel tired just walking across the room. The third, and often forgotten, is magnesium. I call this the muscle conductor. It helps your muscles contract and relax without cramping. A deficiency in magnesium is one of the most common reasons seniors wake up with intense nighttime cramps and why their legs feel sore for hours after. And here's what many people never hear from their doctor. Common medications like acid blockers, water pills, and diabetes drugs quietly deplete these nutrients every single day. You think you're eating well, but your body is still falling behind. Worse, this leads to a hidden cycle. Less vitamin absorption, weaker muscles, less movement, even more decline. But the good news is, you can break that cycle. In the next part, I'll walk you through exactly how to get enough of all 3 vitamins using simple foods from your kitchen. No expensive pills needed. Part 3. Everyday foods that fuel stronger legs. You don't need a shelf full of supplements to fix what's missing. In fact, some of the best sources of vitamins for leg cramps seniors need most are already in your kitchen. Let's start with vitamin B12. It's found in simple, everyday foods. 1 boiled egg, a small piece of chicken breast, or even plain yogurt. If you don't eat meat, go for fortified plant-based milks or whole grain cereals labeled with B12. What matters most isn't variety, it's consistency. Just 1 serving a day, every day, can rebuild your B12 stores over time. Next is vitamin D. The most powerful source? The sun. Spending just 10 to 15 minutes outdoors each morning with sunlight touching your face and arms helps your body make its own vitamin D. You don't need harsh sun or long walks, just quiet light. And if the weather doesn't allow, a small serving of salmon, sardines, or eggs at lunch works just as well. Even vitamin D fortified milk can help. Finally, for magnesium, think green and simple. Add a handful of pumpkin seeds or almonds in the afternoon. Cook a side of spinach or Swiss chard for dinner. And if cramps wake you up at night, try half a banana before bed. It's rich in both magnesium and potassium. I've had patients who made just these changes, 1 food at a time, and within weeks, their legs felt stronger, their balance steadier. No pills, no complicated routines. In the next part, I'll show you how to time your meals for maximum absorption, and which small habits make the biggest difference in how your body uses these vitamins. After part 4, the timing trick. When you eat matters more than you think. Now you might be thinking, but I eat regular meals. I don't skip lunch, so why am I still feeling weak? Here's what most people don't realize. After age 60, your stomach produces less acid, which means it can't absorb vitamin B12 properly, no matter how much you eat. Your intestines also become less efficient. And on top of that, common medications like heartburn pills, water pills, or diabetes drugs quietly drain your vitamin levels day by day, without any warning. This is why timing matters. It's not just what you eat, but when and how you eat it that makes the difference. For example, animal protein like eggs or chicken is best in the morning when your digestion is still fresh. Vitamin D-rich foods like sardines or fortified milk are absorbed better when paired with healthy fats at lunch. And magnesium-rich seeds or leafy greens, they work best in the evening when your muscles are winding down and when cramps tend to strike. Also, don't overlook your cooking methods. Avoid frying eggs or greens on high heat. Too much heat destroys key vitamins and makes digestion harder, especially for aging stomachs. I often tell my patients this. Your body doesn't need big changes, it just needs small, consistent steps done at the right time. In the next part, I'll share 5 simple daily rules that have helped dozens of my patients feel stronger, steadier, and more independent, often within just a few weeks. Part 5. The 5 golden principles for stronger legs. So how do you turn all this knowledge into something simple, something you can live by? Over the years, I've seen that 5 daily principles make the biggest difference for my patients. They're not complicated. In fact, they're so simple, you might wonder how they could matter so much. But believe me, when done consistently, these 5 steps rebuild strength from the inside out. Principle 1. Never skip breakfast. Your body has been fasting all night. Skipping breakfast means your muscles start the day without fuel, especially vitamin B12. Even a boiled egg, a cup of plain yogurt, or a slice of whole grain toast with nut butter can make a difference. Principle 2. Get morning sunlight. Before 9 a.m., step outside, even for just 10 minutes. Let the gentle sunlight touch your arms or face. This helps your body produce natural vitamin D, which supports both muscles and bones. Principle 3. Eat fish or eggs daily. Salmon, sardines, mackerel, or boiled eggs are rich in both vitamin D and B12. You don't need large portions. Just a palm-sized piece each day keeps your levels steady. Principle 4. Add leafy greens and seeds. A handful of pumpkin seeds in the afternoon. A serving of spinach or Swiss chard at dinner. These give your body the magnesium it needs to avoid cramps and keep your muscles relaxed through the night. Principle 5. Don't wait until you're weak to start. Prevention is always easier than repair. If your legs already feel shaky, don't wait. The earlier you support your body, the faster it can respond. I always tell my patients, you don't need to be perfect, just consistent. And if you forget a day, start again the next. The body is forgiving when you feed it right. In the final part, I'll show you how to stay motivated and share one last story that proves it's never too late to walk strong again. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 82, a retired mechanic. When he first came to see me, he couldn't walk for more than 5 minutes without stopping. Night cramps left him sitting on the edge of his bed, drenched in sweat. He told me, "Doc, I think this is it. I don't want to be a burden." But I looked at him and said, "Harold, your body isn't broken. It's just been waiting for the right support." We started small. A boiled egg in the morning, 10 minutes of sunlight, a handful of almonds before bed, no pills, no pressure, just quiet consistency. 3 weeks passed. The cramps stopped. He started walking around his garden again, something he hadn't done in years. And 2 months later, he came into my clinic without a cane, pulled out a chair, and sat down on his own. No shaking, no help, just quiet pride in his eyes. That wasn't magic. It was nourishment. Your story can be different too. No matter your age, 60, 70, or 90, your legs haven't given up on you. They're simply waiting for a signal that says, I still want to move. So here's what I ask of you. Start with one thing tomorrow morning. Have a full breakfast. Step outside. Let the morning light touch your skin. And whisper to yourself, I am not helpless. I can change. If this message spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you. Type 1 if you've ever felt night cramps. Type 2 if your legs feel weaker than they used to. Type 3 if you're ready to take one small step starting tomorrow. Your comment might give someone else the courage to begin. And if you want more weekly tips on how to stay strong, steady, and independent, hit subscribe and join our growing community. You are not alone, and your journey to stronger legs starts now.